Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about demons and shinobis, and and by the way, before we actually start, um, the one that decided to comment to retire, fuck you, I'm not going to retire until I fucking die. There's no way I'm going to do that. I love this, I still love making content, but unfortunately because of like school and stuff, yeah. But I don't care, I'm not retiring. So yeah, let's continue on, shall we, ladies and gents? So we go to the perspective of our boy Izuku as he's currently going towards the area where Dogen is currently having his little meeting. As in meeting, I mean literally using the demons as literal. He's basically trafficking demons, essentially. As while he was doing so, wait for a second. Okay, now, as we currently see Izuku with the help of Masakado, aka Fury Masakado, aka the bait of my fucking existence, because every time when I play PvP, I die to him. Ugh, God. Anyway, and we also have Best Girl, aka Idune. And by the way, I keep trying to get her. Still pissed off that I keep losing the 50-50. Anyway, continue on. So, as all three of them were going out, they would start going towards a specific area where apparently the actual deal is happening. And if you're wondering what is happening with the rest of Team Alpha, they're currently also going towards different areas of the facility to basically stop some other stuff. From what I remember, or at least not, because this is essentially going to be like this is essentially going to be maybe the final episode. It's still depending on me, but it's probably going to be like a few more episodes of this, and it's going to be over this series. So, as while this was happening, currently we see Izuku as they're currently going towards the I guess you could say middle, or at least a large area that resembles an arena. As when he arrives, he would see several people, more specifically that of I guess you could say rogue DX2 users, or demon device, or devil summoning users, as they're currently betting on a few demons that are basically trapped in cages. As when Izuku saw this, he would say, "Disgusting," he would say. As while saying this, he would see one prominent person there. He would see some woman there. I meant. As the man would be wearing a red coat with, I guess you'd say fur trims. As he would say this, "Ladies and gentlemen, I pronounce all of you to welcome the brand new demons that will be selling for tonight." As while saying that, several of the demons there were trembling, because this guy was not normal. As while Izuku saw him, he would say, "Wait, you can sense that, right?" As Masakata would say, "Yes, it's him," he would say, as he would be wielding his sword instantly, basically releasing it from his sheath. As when seeing this, Izuku would say, "Yeah, it's definitely him." As the him that he was referring to was the energy around Dogen, being that of the god of control, aka Yahweh, aka the so-called true god, aka the usurper. If you don't remember in the first episode, this cunt Oh boy! So, if you don't know, if you remember from in the first episode, he was the guy that basically ripped off Izuku's arm and also essentially wanted to take over the world and turn it into basically making people just worship him only. And also wanted to destroy the other gods because he believes that he's the more deserving. He believes that that he should be the true god. So yeah, as while Dogen was telling everybody about the brand new demons that they gotten, he would notice one demon there. One demon seems to be quite unique. You'll probably recognize him. Yes, as I already said in a post that I finally got my boy. Pretty lucky to say the least. But at the same time, I honestly wish that I actually got an Idun. Though it is useful for him to basically permanently debuff the demon's attack by half. I still prefer getting Idun to get that fortify. So anyway, continuing on with this story, as the demon that was being caged and also chained by the neck, legs, and tail, as it would be breathing fire. Specifically, fire that turns into a normal-ish fire color to a bright blue. As he would see this. And as for our lovely little dog here, he would say, said the bastard. The bastard Dogen, as the Dogen would be using some sort of, I guess you could say, riding crop. I guess it's more like a whip than anything else. As it would be coursing with electricity, as it causes our poor doggo over there to get hurt. As when it did, it would start crying out in pain. As he would say this, and this dog right here is quite a special case. We made this creature with the help of our lovely little scientist. Though, we don't have a name for it. So we just call it Project... Yes. Project Ripper. Yes. And as for him, he'll cost a lot. So get ready your money, ladies and gentlemen, he would say. As while saying this, Izuku would be pissed off. As Izuku would say this. Very well then. This bastard dies here, he would say. As he would start getting ready with his Alice knife, as Masakado and Idun would jump into the battle. As for Dogen and the rest of the audience there, they would see the two demons arrive, as they would crash right in and release some of the demons, specifically Masakado using his skill Heavenly Sword Stroke, as after slicing the chains that were binding some of the demons there, he would activate his signature skill, known as Chains of Suppression, or Spirit Chains of Suppression, because this skill is absolutely fucked at this point. It can nullify certain powerful enemies, by the way, and I absolutely hate this skill. Oh god, every time when I have to deal with this guy in PvE, and at PvP, I just absolutely hate it. So, after seeing this, Dogen would say, "What in the... Who are you?" he would say, as he would look towards the two demons there. As Idun would say, "Sorry buddy, but unfortunately your little demon smuggling operation is done for. Or demon trafficking ring is done for," she would say. As she would throw her golden apples toward Masakado. As after eating it, the skill fortify, or at least the their spirit chain of 4 to 5 would start activating, creating a somewhat orange glow around him, as he would say, "And as for you," he would say with his sword ready at the ready, as he would say, "your sins are unforgivable. Now, you are a disgrace to your ancestors," he would say, getting ready his sword, and Izuku would jump in as well. As after jumping down, he would say, "So you're Dogen. So you're Dogen. Honestly, I thought you would be a little bit more stronger. Oh well then. I'm going to take you down and make you pay for everything, including torturing those poor demons." As Dogen would say this, "Do you really think I care? They're nothing more than tools in my eyes. Nothing more than money-making machines. After learning about your powers and abilities, it certainly gave me the idea of using them as pawns. So, and thank you for one of the pieces that you carved out of that. I believe his name was Yahweh, perhaps." After hearing this, Izuku would say, "Don't tell me that so that glow was right." As he would say, "Yes. With the help of some scientists, I was able to bring back my body back to normal, even with enhanced abilities. Now watch." As he would start getting ready to attack, as he would say this. As slowly, he would start gaining wings. Similar to this guy, or at least, sort of. He would also start creating somewhat purplish flames, as slowly coming out of of this purplish flame, a goat-like head would start to appear, similar to this, as he would say this. "Now, Inferno of God," he would say. After saying it, a blast of pure purple fire would burst out, destroying everything in its wake. Izuku and the rest of the demons there would basically survive. Some of them already being resistant to the demon's effects because, some of them are already either resist fire, null fire, and yeah, all of the sorts. While some others were protected by Izuku with the help of his, arm. If you don't remember, it can essentially copy the abilities of some demons, like for example, gaining ice spears, for example, or absorb fire, for example. So he used absorb fire, and also used, another skill of a certain demon that I will not be saying at all because I'm honestly terrified of that demon. Never again in PvP. Ever. Anyway, continue on. After doing that attack, he would say, "How do you like that? Have you felt it before?" He would say. As when Izuku saw that, he would say, How? How are you able to do this?" As he would say this. "Isn't that obvious? It's because I was able to catch a bit of the DNA of this god of yours." So, it's quite euphoric ability. Now, take this. As slowly a humanoid-like head with horns would start to appear from the purple flames again, as he would say, "Mouths of God!" As a blast of almighty magic would start charging up, as it would slowly start turning into essentially like a Rasengan, essentially. As it would start spinning and spinning and spinning, as it would shoot out like a serpent, as it would get ready to strike Izuku, as Izuku would try to dodge out of the way. But before he can, someone would arrive. And so, this is where we're gonna be ending off this episode. So yeah, hope you'll be ready with the next, hope all of you are going to be ready for the next episode. So yeah, bye-bye!